Hey everyone. Oh, hold on. Why is this not working? Oh no. Why is there two? My first stream back, and there is already scuff. Okay, cool. um. Is it? Okay. I don't know why it decided to capture my paint program twice. There we go. Okay. Are you guys seeing the right thing? Hold on. I see on my Streamlabs the correct thing, but on YouTube maybe it's a little behind. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ben. I was trying to... I know I can have a little chat pop out so I can see what people are saying. Let's see. Haha, yes. This is better. Whoop. Man, I wish I had two monitors. Let me fix this. I think I'm just gonna have to go full Snoil. Okie doke. I'll just get to drawing and wait for everybody to show up. Let's see. God, I was so nervous to start this because I already feel like I don't know what I'm doing with streaming. But hopefully this will turn out okay. On this commission, yeah. I had to charge my pen a little bit before because the battery in it is garbage. Okay. Let's see, where was I? I think I wish. Thank you, Ben. I'll do my best. I feel weird when there's not chatters here. I'll just need to stream more so I get less awkward. Man, it was kind of a crazy week though. I really was looking forward to streaming even though I was nervous. Just because it's like something I like to do and I get enjoyment out of it, obviously. But just like everything was not working out. I've also been meaning to finish now. Just life keeps getting in the way though. I wish I could draw more. I miss drawing so much. I think about it every day. Kind of forcing myself to do it more, because the more you do it, you know, maybe the more I'll get like used. Not really because I wanted to, but because just it was kind of hard to find time. It's nice getting back to it. I feel like I've forgotten how to do a lot of stuff, and I think it'll be fun to maybe do some art studies and stuff. And I kind of this is a little embarrassing, but I kind of have to reteach myself a lot of basics, I think. Or at least like brush up on them again, because I haven't in such a long time. I feel like I get caught in the trap that'll, I don't know, they get so caught up in their job or something like that, which is not like a bad thing. But they forget a lot of stuff, and maybe they don't want to. I'd like to still be able to draw at the end of the day. I need to do a mid-tone for this jacket. Let's see. Oh, this music is really nice. But yeah, I miss doing this stuff, and hopefully, maybe if I get more commissions and stuff, I'll do more commissions on stream. Later this week, I want to do like Drawtober stuff, but for today, I'll just work on this commission. I feel bad. She's been waiting for it for a while now, but stuff just kept getting in the way. But, you know, she's a very, very patient client. I appreciate her so much. I've been really enjoying painting recently. Well, not like literally painting, but like digital painting. I want to get back into traditional painting, and it'd be nice one day to get like a camera that looks good enough to like video that. I feel like all the cameras I've tried to use in the past just look so bad. Even the like iPhone, which like that's what a lot of YouTubers use. They use iPhones, but I don't know. I just couldn't get it to look good, though. To be fair, my iPhone that I used to use had a worse camera, and I had to get a new phone because it finally died on me. I think even and stream more because I enjoy it. And also I just like to make content more often if I was able to. I actually am working on like several different videos at once. 3 currently. I have like 2 story times. I might do a 3rd one because I remembered another story that I think would be interesting. I got distracted there for a second, I'm sorry. But yeah, I have a couple of like story times that I'm gonna be doing, which will be interesting. I've done a story time in the past where I just did like a speed paint as like the background, but I'm gonna like actually try and make like it sort of animated, not like anything amazing obviously because I'm just one person, but yeah, I think that will be fun. I don't know, I just really want to try and make this channel alive again because I do genuinely enjoy making stuff for it. I just feel like I don't ever have time or like sometimes energy, because I know last week, like, oh god, last week was really hectic. I got a lot of family stuff to deal with sort of unexpectedly. Like it all just kind of, I don't think I'll talk about it too much, but I do think it's like nice when creators talk about their personal experiences, even when they're maybe not like happy or the most fun to talk about, because I mean, that could help somebody. I don't know. I know when I was like a kid and stuff and I really looked up to streamers and things, I always really appreciated when they were like real like that, I guess. As parasocial as that may sound. But really, like, I don't know. Like, it's nice to know you're not alone in like hard situations and stuff. Honestly, I would make videos and stuff like all the time if I could. I think about it fucking constantly. And I want to stream more. I feel like I'm really awkward. I just, I don't know. I get so nervous. But I like streaming, and I'd like to do it more. I feel like I keep getting in a loop of saying that, but it's true. I think maybe I'll be less scared to do it, maybe. Let's see. But yeah, last week was crazy. You know, I was so excited to start streaming and to finally get back to it again. But it just did not work out. I had like there's this wedding that's gonna be happening soon in my family. But it's for a person in my family that I, in the nicest way possible, don't get along with. And I'm probably being too nice about that when I say it like that. And man, I basically just had to tell one of my trusted family members, you know, like, hey, I cannot go to this. I know I never told you this, but this person hurt me very badly and I don't want to go or be around them. And I was so scared of like a big blowout or a big fight or something. But it ended up just being fine. Which I'm glad. I'm very glad. But it kind of made the whole rest of the week a mess because then we started talking about more serious stuff and like how do we go on from here, you know? But I'll be okay. The past couple of years have been really hectic, and I know I'm probably just talking to myself, but you know, it's nice to finally get to do this again, because not a joke, I actually think about making stuff all the time, but my job really keeps that from happening. One day I'd like to, if this ever became viable, which I kind of doubt that'll ever happen, but you know, who knows? If it does, that would be freaking awesome. I think I'd freak out. But if that ever got to be an opportunity, I think I'd take it. Because I don't really know if I want to do... I think I've talked about it before, but I'm a lab assistant. I don't think I want to do that forever, you know? Especially night shift, it's like a nightmare. I can't get a good color for this hair. But yeah, it's like kind of my dream to eventually... I don't know, eventually be able to... That's too dark. Eventually be able to do like art or something full-time. I think it's a lot of artists' dream to be self-sufficient. Maybe not dream, but something they want, you know? I think capitalist society doesn't exist. Hello! Welcome. Honestly, sorry if I'm a little quiet or a little sleepy. I just feel like I'm really rusty at streaming. I haven't done it in, God, almost... Has it been I don't think it's been a year. But it's definitely been a minute. Hopefully I'll get used to it again. I'm falling back into quietly drawing. But yeah, I do feel bad that my streaming schedule didn't really work out last week. I was so mad, and I was kind of anxious people would be mad at me for some reason. Nobody was, obviously. But I was like, oh god, nothing's working out. Drawtober will get me back into drawing again. Because being, like, in the medical industry is, like, the worst as an artist. it really stifles creativity. Because you're just tired all the time. Because you did a bunch of stuff. Not that it's the worst, though. I'm very grateful for my job, regardless of how exhausting it can be. I can finally finish this commission. But I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. I don't want to get too into what happened last week because it is pretty personal. And it's just kind of sad. But yeah, I had some family issues. It's kind of... It should be sorted now. I did legitimately get so anxious though. I was like, oh god, everyone's gonna hate me. Looking back, I think I was just stressed out, but... You know... When did you start your art career? Oh man. I mean, I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. But... I guess I haven't really... I'll be honest, I'm not that... I wasn't able to really get into, like, art school, and I couldn't really afford most places for college. I ended up dropping out. So I couldn't really do it traditionally. So I've been trying to do, you know, online stuff for the longest time. I think I started taking commissions back when I was 16? I don't know, it's been a long time. But, no, yeah, I've been trying to sort of get off that ground and stuff. I think maybe sometimes being a socially anxious hermit has sort of, made that a bit harder, though. I'm trying to be better. I'm very awkward and I don't know how to talk to people. Makes it tough when there's other artists who are much better at speaking and stuff than you are. And promoting themselves as well. I don't think I promote myself very well. At least I know that about myself, though. It would be nice, though, one day if I ever did get the opportunity to live off of my art. That would be awesome. I know it's not easy, but I think it would make me happier, even if it was harder than my, like, current career. There's just something nice about, like, working for it, I suppose. Though sometimes I get impatient. I think I, like... I know one thing, especially with, like, streaming, I, like, overwhelm myself with everything I have to do. And, like, I'm like, oh, I have to set up a debut. I have to do all this stuff. When really I could just be drawing like this and, you know, people will watch. I think sometimes I overcomplicate things in my brain. Though I think I'm getting better at that. And I think if I just stop worrying about, like, whether or not stuff will happen or whether or not, you know, I I don't know. I think about every single problem ever and how I could fix it sometimes, and I'm getting better at slowing down and being like, okay, well, what could you do now? Because I think sometimes I just get caught up in like daydreams and things, and daydreaming's not a bad thing, but you know, if you end up stuck, like complacent, you're not gonna get anywhere. It's tough to say whether or not I have a true art career, though. Like, I'm just a person that knows how to draw. A person who knows how to draw who would like to do more someday. I'm excited though for this month because hopefully I can do more. I'm gonna probably be doing more art streams than oh gosh, I forgot the word for video game. Then because it's Drawtober and I'm actually really excited. I didn't get to do week 1. I'll probably still draw it, but I'll get to do week 2, I think. I have another art stream scheduled this week, which I'm excited for. I'll probably do that then. I think I just need to sort of push myself harder to do these things instead of just worrying about whether or not it will work out or not. I did a gradient in this area, but hopefully there's a way I can go about it that won't make it look weird. I honestly think the main reason why it's so difficult for me to sort of get back into streaming is because of would not recommend it. Alright. I don't remember. Let me zoom out. Do these shoes have that detail? Okay, they have straps. But yeah, that's basically been my life for the past couple of months/year. Just like really hectic and not been able to create as much as I would like. But you know, I'm working on it. And I think sometimes you just gotta be patient. I've been getting really inspired actually, because I've been trying to watch more streams when I have the time. Unfortunately, I usually am not able to be like there live for other people's live streams, but I know one VTuber I've been watching a lot has been Tetel Flow. I love her. She's so sweet. Just a really calming, nice presence to listen to. And I think that keeps me going too, as I see a lot of other people who maybe in not the exact same situation as me, but like similar, or maybe they also started from nothing, and I don't know, it makes me feel hopeful that I can do it. I am hoping I might do a gorilla stream, but hopefully I can do a stream soon of like rigging my new model, or I guess my first model, not new. I'm super amateur at it, but I learned a little bit of the basics. Like, it is a little difficult for sure. But I know when I rigged my little chatbot guy, it actually wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be way harder than you know, than it was. Cause everyone always says, "Oh, the rigging is so difficult," and I'm not gonna say it's not. Like, it definitely is a skill. It is a learned skill. But I feel like people kind of exaggerated how bad it was gonna be. No, it actually wasn't that bad. I am kind of scared to do it on such a complex model, though. Because there is probably a difference between rigging a anime girl and rigging basically what it is, a stuffed animal. I mean, honestly, I have so many inspirations. Like, gosh. I think as like an artist, I just take a lot from a lot of things that I'm inspired by. I know like the biggest thing for the longest time was Osamatsu-san, because I was a huge fan of it, and it influenced me very much so. Even now, I like my art's pretty cartoony still, because of it's more of a like cartoony Showa looking sort of anime. But I don't know, I kind of have inspirations from everywhere. Like, oh man, it's kind of hard to pinpoint everything, because I feel like anything I watch or consume, I'm like, wow, I'm so inspired by that. Like, I know recently I've been super inspired not only by other VTubers, but a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, because I actually play a lot of TTRPGs pretty frequently. Actually, that's another thing I would like to stream in the future. I think it'd be very fun. Like, I know recently, one of the most recent art pieces I did was I play like a wizard in like a Pathfinder game, and I drew her. She had like this cool like psychic ability moment, and I drew a huge thing about that. I didn't end up posting it because it was just for me, but yeah, I mean, all sorts of places. Probably my biggest inspirations, at least at the moment, are, you know, different types of anime, and cartoons have always been big for me. As well as other VTubers. There's so many, like, amazing artists out there, and I wish I could be friends with them all. Like, oh man, if you know the artist VTuber, I think her name's I always forget how to pronounce it. Mari-kyun? She's also a magical girl VTuber, actually. But, I love her art. Her art is gorgeous. I don't think I could draw like that. My art style's so messy, and, like, I take a lot of inspiration from, like, painters and stuff. It's just kind of how I've always drawn. I've always kind of had a more messier, less clean style compared to someone like Mari-kyun, but I still can really appreciate it. who knows, maybe one day it would be kind of cool to do like a video or something where it's like trying to copy other artists' art styles or something like that. I don't know. I try to be inspired by as much as I can. Because the more stuff, you know, that you like and find interesting, and the more it can impact your art. And typically that's for the better, not always, but... Let's see, I need to clean up the seat around her. But yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of Twitter artists that I can't remember the names of them all because I follow too many, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of, I get inspired by other artists, I get inspired by media. I may do some Chainsaw Man fan art soon, because I recently started watching that and that was fun. So yeah, I mean, not a generic answer, but you know, I just kinda, it's almost like the inspiration finds you sometimes. Because if you asked me, like, and you said, oh, my Dungeons and Dragons stuff, I probably would not have believed you, because I was very much into, like, more anime-looking type stuff and stuff like that at the time. How did you know Osamatsu-san? Oh man, whenever it first came to the States, whenever it came to the US, which I think was, it was close to when it came out in 2016, but it came out like a month later with the English sub. I was always kind of there from the beginning. It's a TV show that's pretty close to my heart, but as of recently, I've been kind of enjoying it less and less. You know, I spent how many years doing fan art for that damn show? I spent like, if you want to count it all, like almost 7-8 years worth of fan art just for that show alone. And it was all I drew. I only drew fan art for that show. I used to be, like, before that, I was super into making original characters, and I've always been a sucker for character design. Even when I did, like, stuff for Osa-san, specifically, I was doing, like, alternate universes and making them cool outfits. And, because I like drawing outfits, I think that's my favorite thing to draw. I just like drawing a cute outfit. I know some people don't like to draw clothes, but I like to draw outfits and clothes. I think they're fun. But, no, yeah, I did that for a long time. And then I got burnt out on it. And now I'm kind of back to just, like, OCs and other stuff. It's actually why, man, it's why I made, like, the, you know, update video being like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be making Osa-san stuff for a while. Just cause, you know, when you do something like that for that long, even though it's hard to say goodbye, like, it's tough to do that forever. There has to be an end at some point, you know? And it's not like a mean-spirited thing or anything like that. It's just like, not everything lasts forever, and that's okay. In fact, I'm actually kind of happy that is the case, because now I can focus on more original stuff, you know? funnily enough, this commission's actually Osamatsu-san related, but I think that's just because I had such a big following of, like, Osa-san people for a long time, and I don't mind drawing it for, like, commissions and stuff. That's a bit different. But in terms of, like, stuff I want to draw, that's I'm probably not going to do Osa-san stuff anymore. At least not for a while. I am still excited to see Season 4 come out. Like, that will still be fun for me. I think I just spent too long drawing it. I need something fresh. Shoes are not. I might put a gradient over them. They're like a little too gray when I want them to look more black. Not like true black. Maybe like a bluish black or something. What other things do you think you'll be making art for on streams and stuff for? Also, thank you. Man, probably a lot of stuff. I definitely want to do more Dungeons and Dragons stuff because I'm inspired by it right now, but also just because it would be fun, like, to go over, like, character design stuff that way. I think a lot of people sometimes struggle with, like, oh, how do I make a character look like their personality and something like that, but it can be interesting, like, through D&D, like, how to approach that and stuff like that. I also want to draw more VTubers. There was a series I was actually thinking about, like, maybe taking agency VTubers. I don't want people to think, like, I'm, like, I don't want to give any random critique to someone, you know? But, like, redesigning, like, agency VTubers, like Hololive or something. Like, I thought that would be fun. And it wasn't even necessarily in a way where it's like, I don't like their design. It was like, I think I could do something fun and make it my own. Kind of like, ease and stuff. When, you know, you would make, like, a Miku derivative or something, and it was like Miku, but, like, your OC version of Miku or something. That's kind of a roundabout way to explain it, but I hope that makes sense. But yeah, those are just some of my ideas. And who knows, maybe more will pop up. But, like, I was actually, like, designing Gargura, and I was kind of making her more gremlin, because I feel like sometimes her outfits don't express her personality very well. And I was kind of, like, challenging myself to, is there a way I could make these designs match their personality better? Because sometimes, well, they are really good designs. Like, they're, you know, they got, like, professional artists working on those, obviously. But, sometimes I feel like, they just kind of make, like, a pretty design. It doesn't really match that person's personality. Not all the time. I think Hololive has actually gotten better at that. But yeah, I sometimes think, like, this should be more gremlin, because Gura's really gremlin. Or something like that. It just would be, like, a fun exercise. Like, is there a way to make it more like their personality, or to make the design, like, more original in how you would design it, you know. Like, one fun idea I had as well was making Takanashi Kiara. I was gonna make her like more military-esque because I feel like her outfit is weirdly like, it's like a weird mix of like anime uniform and military uniform. I don't know why I get military uniform. I don't think other people see this connection, but I do. She looks weirdly like in a military uniform. So I thought it'd be fun to maybe make it more like that. Yeah, a little bit. Like if I had made the design originally or something. It's not necessarily a critique on them or anything. But like, I think I'll focus as far as like art streams and stuff go. I've always let me pick out some more music, but I think I really enjoyed just like I really enjoy character design. Simple as, I guess. Um let's do There we go. But yeah. I've always wanted to be a character designer actually because just how much I enjoy like making outfits and stuff. And I think particularly something that fascinates me is certain shapes and certain like details that you put in a character design could really make or break it. Even something as small as like the wrong color shirt. You know? It's really interesting to think about like what works and what doesn't. And there's a whole bunch of different tests like like the silhouette test. A lot of people I think put too much stock in the silhouette test though. Like sometimes good character designs don't have good silhouettes, but you know, something like that. Cuz that's always something that I've always been super interested in. It's just like, you know, conveying, because you can convey a lot in a design alone. I mean, like, I'm not really into Susan anymore, but like if you take the Matsus for example, even just something as small as like one of them having half-lidded eyes, you might know a little bit more about their personality because of that. Like, oh, this guy looks really sleepy. I wonder if he just like has sort of a gloomy personality or something like that. Trying to think if there were any other. I'm sure eventually I'll think of more art ideas. I kind of have a lot of ideas though. Like there's also, you know, I was going to do some story times and things of that nature. Oh, sorry. I was trying to take a moment to remember what else I would do. There was this really fun idea I had, but I'm not really sure how to go about it quite yet. But like, as sort of an onlooker to some of the drama and VTuber communities and stuff, I've never really been a part of that stuff, but you know, you see it all over Twitter and things. But Activity Corner? And maybe draw some fan art for just like random VTubers I would find, like going on a hunt for like obscure VTubers that aren't known. Just talking about how I think their content is nice and giving them a little shout out, because I feel like sometimes, not just with the VTuber community, but with like a lot of online communities, we tend to not focus on positive things. And I think it'd be nice, you know, just every once in a while have like a little, hey, check this person out. They're cool. And I was actually gonna do that. There was a couple of other Japanese VTubers that I had found that I liked. Plus, man, you see sometimes there's like those videos that are like, indie VTubers you should watch, and it's like, and you're like, does this count as indie? Not saying that those people don't deserve all the you know, every like viewer they get and stuff like that, but sometimes it's like, I thought you were going to show me maybe more obscure people that deserve recognition. But yeah, that's basically some of my art ideas, and I do also want to make like a webcomic. I don't think it'll be any. I have so many ideas for like a webcomic, because that's another thing that I've always wanted to do. When I was a little baby artist, I was really inspired by, this is a little embarrassing, I was really inspired by like newspaper comics and like you know, like Garfield and stuff. I'm not really inspired by them anymore, but I used to read the funny paper with my grandpa, and I really wanted to be a cartoonist because I liked the idea of making people laugh at a silly thing. Not that Garfield is funny. It's quite literally anti-humor, but Alright, I've actually made some decent progress on this. Another thing, I don't know if this will necessarily be like a YouTube series necessarily. I may stream it, but I don't know if I'll make YouTube videos out of it, you know? But I did want to do like, hey, study art with me streams or something like that. Because not only do I need to brush up on a lot of like art basics, like I'd really like to get better at drawing backgrounds. Like, I know this background is fine. Hold on, let me zoom out. Like, the background for this art is fine, but it could be better, and I know the perspective isn't perfect and things like, but you know, I always try to strive to be better. Plus, like I said before, I don't want to end up in the trap of like people thinking. I notice sometimes online there's a lot of artists who, not a lot, I don't think it's the majority of course, but be like, yeah, this is the best I'll ever do. And they're usually artists that can't take criticism very well and things like that. But I think like striving to be better is usually your better bet. Let's see. Where's my blendy tool? There we are. And In fact, I actually got that idea because I was like looking sort of at my art, and while I do feel like I've improved quite a bit, like in terms of like anatomy and things like that, you still gotta study that stuff if you wanna keep being great at it. It's a skill you have to keep up with. But I figured too it would be nice to share with others, cause I don't know, maybe beginner artists are watching me or something. I don't really know who my audience is yet. I feel like it's kind of all over the place. But you know, who knows? Maybe someone also wants to learn character design or learn how to draw better backgrounds, and I think it'd be cool to have a stream to, you know, do that. It probably won't be happening until after October, though, because of Drawtober. And I'll probably end up focusing on that more. But after that, yeah, probably we'll try and do some like study streams where we, you know, try to replicate something, or you know, trying to learn perspective again or something like that. Too, if I force myself to relearn some things, maybe I'll sort of refreshen my love for art, because I do love art, but I feel like sometimes you get in a spot where you're like, I love art, but every time you draw it's like miserable. I love art until I'm doing it. It's like it's kind of like taking a shower. You like showers, but you don't want to get in the wet box. Hopefully people know that reference. You have to like convince yourself to do the thing though. I need to zoom out more often, see how it's going. Okay. Oh, I forgot to shade her face more. Whoop. That's my bad. I also saw a cool idea from like another VTuber where they drew like 100 other VTubers that replied to like their tweet or something. I think they're actually still... I think her name's like Yakura So? She's a Japanese VTuber though, so my Japanese is super bad. I want to learn Japanese. I would love to learn a second language. But I'm dumb, so... Hi, Lamb! Oh man. I have so many tabs. Okay. One day I'll get another monitor and it will make streaming so much easier. For right now, I only... I thought maybe I had drawn her head weird, but I think it was just the fact that I didn't add shading. I'll have to fix that hair strand. But yeah, those are my plans for the future, I guess. I don't know if I'll post a video soon. I'm still kind of working on scripts at the moment. I think I have 2 finished. But yeah. I think I just needed to get not only like my confidence back, and man, that was hard because the past couple of years, man, they've been rough. But, you know, I'll get there. As of recently, I've actually been doing way better in terms of things. So I'm just glad things are looking up and maybe I can just do this more. I found out too that my laptop can actually do quite a bit in terms of streaming. I actually like tested Deep Rock, which is a pretty like, it's not like the biggest game in the world, but like it's a bit laggy sometimes and things, especially if you have mods. But I was actually able to stream it, so hopefully I can stream more games and stuff. I've been kind of obsessed with that game recently. If you don't know what Deep Rock is, you play as a space dwarf, and it's pretty awesome. And you can even customize your little guys, and they look cool. Thank you, Lamb. You're awesome and cool. I drew her hair really complicated. I don't know where to put the highlights. You know, sometimes with stuff like this, I just put highlights where that seems like that'd be fine. Is this how lighting actually works? I have no clue. We're just hoping for the best and hope it looks fine. I feel like sometimes people ask me how I do things, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'm just trying my best here. We should Aggie, Lamb. Honestly, I've become like a hermit. I think that's partially why it's been tough to sort of get back to drawing and streaming and talking. 'Cause I'm such a hermit now. I think I forgot how to talk to people. I am truly a NEET in spirit, but not... I do have a job though, so I'm not a true NEET. I'm a NEET, like, socially. Really just, I guess, excited to be back though, regardless. but I do have to like relearn how to social. Listen, man, I got so caught up playing Minecraft or something that I just decided not to talk to people for months. I do miss it though. That actually one big reason why a sort of toxic friend was sort of keeping me from talking to a lot of people. Really blew my fucking confidence. But she is an ex-friend now, so hopefully I will be able to get back to stuff like that again. I know a group of kids in my class who also like anime and manga. Should I show them my art or something like that? Honestly, if you want to, I would encourage you to. Art is how I made a lot of friends. Cause personally, I'm actually pretty socially awkward. Like, oh gosh, especially like during school and things. But art was a big thing that, you know, it's not everybody can do it. Like, people tend to be impressed. It feels weird of me to say, but that is how I made a lot of my friends. And in fact, one of my I met her in my first, I think, like freshman year of high school, like art class. I think I was drawing Undertale. I was drawing like Sans or something. And she was like, "Wow, that's so good. You're such a good artist." And I was like, "Ah, gee, thanks." um I think a lot of people enjoy art even when they're not necessarily artists. I do think you'll find a lot of other shy artists as well. Most of my friends are other shy artists. I think sharing the stuff you create is probably, I know for me that's like one of the biggest joys. And sure, sometimes I draw stuff just for myself and I don't post it. Like a lot of D&D stuff I don't really post publicly. But you know, I think if you want to share that stuff, you should. Oh man, I know for the longest time in my life, I felt like art was really all I was good at. So it was usually my go-to to be like, ha, yeah, the one thing I know how to do, I know how to draw. An anime girl. No, that enjoy like the stuff that you do. I think they're usually more like true friends. Not all the time, like sometimes you'll run in. I've definitely had friends that were like, in fact, that one toxic friend I was talking about, she kind of just liked me for the stuff that I made her. But more often than not, I had really, really good friends that just thought I was. I don't think I'm that talented, but they, you know, we would share our art together. And I know one of the funner things about that is sometimes you'll find another artist friend and you'll just send art to each other randomly, and you know, you just hype each other up. It's really nice. I should put blush on her. you know, sometimes art's frustrating, but I always go back to it even when I'm really frustrated with it. Maybe I take a break or something, but I always go back to it because it is something I truly love to do. Let's see. Multiply. Yeah. Let's lower that. You are incredibly talented. I love all the stuff you draw, homie. Aw, thank you, Lamb. I love all of your art. Your art is so amazing, Lamb. And you can make shit out of clay. I've seen some of the stuff you've made. I don't think I could do that. Honestly, I think some of my truest friendships were with other artists. We just understand each other. Am I spending too much time on this hair? I might be. Oh, put it back. Honestly, though, I'm always for sharing art. I do think as an artist, it's importantly as like a people pleaser. When I've run into people that only really like me for like making stuff for them or something like that. I know like I really wanted to make them happy, so I made them more stuff. Not that most people aren't gonna be like that, but you run into them every once in a while. And you know, you just gotta figure out who your real friends are and who like you for you. And just think you're cool and talented. And aren't just like, yeah, I want you to make me stuff. Aw, thank you, Lamb. Seeing your art makes my day. I love seeing my friends' art. I honestly, as much as I hate social media, I always go on Twitter and I just scroll and look at a bunch of people's art. I like to look at it. Such a dumb way to say that. Working on a commission at the moment. Let's see, I think I was cleaning up his clothes. So let's go back to doing that. I started adding a bunch of details. Actually, should I zoom out? Let me zoom out and see how it's looking again. Okay. I've got most of it cleaned up. The background in the window is fully done, but I need to clean up some of the train parts. I think I need to start with him though and finish how he looks. Oh my gosh, yeah, of course. People can always draw me stuff. I would cry. I'll put it on the metaphorical fridge. I'll put it on my real fridge. Bro, I got to get my ass off of the ground and draw too. I've been lacking big time. Oh man, yeah, I feel that. I I feel bad. I've been wanting to draw more, but like because of my lab assistant job and like working night shift all the time, I'm just tired all the time. I'm so tired. I think about drawing fucking constantly. I recently bought a little sketchbook so that I can draw at least while I'm at work. But I have like this. I know I should probably still post them or something, but sometimes I get like this weird complex of like, well, it's a sketch, so maybe I shouldn't post it because it's not finished. But honestly, maybe I should just post it all. I also I to go back to that. I will actually cry if somebody draws me something. That would be so sweet. Oh, I'll cherish it forever. I actually think it would be really nice to for like YouTube videos and stuff have like, or maybe even streams. Like I know like Vinny, like Vinesauce sometimes will do like fan art showcases where he just shows a bunch of fan art like at the end of a stream or something like that. I think that would be awesome. I I feel weirdly like arrogant saying I'll get fan art though. Oh no, go back to full screen. Okay, there. but yeah, I would genuinely really appreciate that. The fact that anyone wants to draw me anything is honestly in and of itself like crazy to me. Me? Okay, I got this. I got most of his like pants and stuff sort of cleaned up. I just need to refine, I think, the rest of the clothes and stuff. It would be awesome if I could finish this commission today. I've been lacking so hard. Whenever I get around to, this is not like an anytime soon thing. Whenever I get around to like actually making a webcomic, if I ever do that, that's a big dream of mine. I've always wanted to have a comic or something like that, you know? Like something that I could say, oh, that. I was thinking it'd be cool if I ever got the chance to do like membership streams. Maybe I could do streams where I draw the comic pages. I think that'd be neat. I know a lot of people do that. And I was thinking membership would be. I understand if people don't want to be spoiled for that. After this drawing will be posted on my post. I'm going to stream after this. Okay, awesome. I hope you have a good stream. I'll definitely check you out. I need to watch more streams. I hope your stream goes well. What do you plan on streaming, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, did you post it? Where did you post it to? Let me see. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'll definitely check you out after my stream. Let me see. Did you post it onto Twitter or anything? I'll retweet it. Hold on. Oh, on YouTube. Okay. Let me take a little look. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. I just gotta look at it. Sorry, I was pulling up your YouTube. Thank you. That is so sweet. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, my first fan art. I'm gonna like this. I wish you could, like, share things on YouTube sometimes. I'll just comment. Let's see. I love this. Thank you. I left a comment. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm smiling so hard right now. That's honestly so sweet. Thank you. Genuinely. I don't think I can say no thank yous. I hope your stream goes well. Sleepy, like, around the afternoon because of my weird job, but I'll definitely try to stick around for it. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll definitely check you out if you're still streaming. If not, I'll just check the VOD out. Thank you so much. Good luck with your stream. I think I'm gonna try and finish this art though. Maybe in like an hour or so, I'll probably. I'll try to get as much as I can done at least, though. Slowly chipping away at this art for a good minute. I'm just really thankful that the person who commissioned this is so patient. God bless them. Oh, thank you, Pibby. I appreciate it. I'll definitely check it out. Honestly, the fact that people want me to see their streams is very sweet. I really appreciate that. Let's see, I think the legs are almost done. I need to clean up the outer lines. But then I can clean up the rest of him and then add details. Cause oh yeah, that's totally fine. Good luck with your stream. I think I'm gonna get some more of, at least clean him up more. I gave him sausage fingers, whoops. I will fix that. Man, you guys make me want to start streaming, but my schedule sucks too. I'm kind of forcing myself to stream, like, before I go to bed sometimes. Again, night shift is awful. I don't recommend it. I sleep during the day. But, even if it's only for, like, I don't know, an hour, I think, like, streaming, it's still fun. I don't know if it's a thing I'll be able to keep up, though. I mean, I hope so. I'm gonna try and force myself to. I feel like if I stream, I will do more art. I want to draw again, Lamb. I miss drawing. But I don't have a thing that motivates me anymore. I'm hoping it'll be like... This is kind of a weird thing. I'm hoping it'll be like a domino effect where I get into streaming and then I can get back into making videos again. And then I'll just be making art again and that'll be fun and cool. I do too, Ava. I'm holding on to Smiling Friends for dear life right now. Yeah. I mean, like, D&D motivated me a little bit. But it's not like... It's not like stuff that, like, I would post normally. So sometimes I'm just like... does anybody even care? But, you know... I'll figure it out. I still need to watch Smiling Friends. I've been trying to convince my boyfriend to watch it with me, but every time I suggest it, he's like, I know right now I've been watching like Chainsaw Man. It's okay. I watched the whole first season. It was pretty good. He's weirdly incredibly horny, the main character. Me cares, me cares. We should watch it together. I know both of our schedules are insane. Honestly, I maybe would watch more stuff if like Twitch and YouTube didn't hate when you watch things. Like if I could have a react stream without YouTube or Twitch getting mad at me and destroying my account, that would be cool. Maybe I would watch more things. It's for content, baby. I'm gonna watch these things though. I think I'll get around to watching it though. Me hopes. Because I think it would be really funny. But then I got like really into the Lord of the Rings. And I had to be obsessed with that for a little while. You did too? Wait, did you get obsessed with Lord of the Rings? You watched it at least? That's crazy. That's weird if that's weird that we both did that. I actually watched it for the first time. That's crazy. I watched it for like the first time. Me too, me too. Please tell me your honest review, Lamb. I actually really liked them. I fucking loved them. Though I already love Dungeons and Dragons and like Pathfinder and stuff, so I'm not shocked that I love it. Halflings gotta be like one of my favorite, like halfling/hobbits gotta be one of my favorite races now though in like Dungeons and Dragons. They're so fun. I didn't know they ate like 8 different fucking meals a day. Fool of a took. Don't call me out. Oh, that's your 10th time watching them? That's honestly awesome. I did... Okay. This is gonna be crazy. So... I just didn't really ever watch them. I turned up my nose a little bit to them when I was, like, younger. Because I was like, clearly I'm not gonna like Lord of the Rings. Only, like... I don't know, those annoying neckbeard Dungeons and Dragons people like it. I thought it would have been boring. I didn't think I would have liked it. And then I finally sat down and watched it, like, as an adult, and I was like, actually, this is kind of amazing. This is peak cinema, actually. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I thought it was gonna be like... how I felt about like Star Wars, you know, where I was like, I just am not crazy about it. I don't like it. I know people love it. I didn't think I'd like it. And you know, when I actually sat down and watched it, I was like, this fucks actually. Genuinely an amazing like group of movies. I haven't experienced like a movie series like that in a long time where I like sat down and watched it and I was like, this is a fucking masterpiece. I feel like there's so many like movies now that come out and I'm like, this is okay at best. Especially like because I watch a lot of animation. It's also crazy how much like the like practical effects and stuff like they keep up really well in the Lord of the Rings. Some of the CGI in it was weird. And I was like, oh yeah. It didn't bother me that bad because you could tell that the films were made like, I don't know, there's like passion behind them and I think that's why they're so good. I felt like people actually cared. It's like when people used to care about making movies, and now no one cares. Oh, same. I also just don't like Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling's fucking weird, but but yeah, it actually like I kind of agree with you. Harry Potter is a little boring. Like I think, hmm, the idea is interesting. Like having a wizarding school is interesting, but maybe I'm just like way too into like TTRPGs where I'm like, I want there to be like a magic system that makes sense. And sometimes in like Harry Potter and stuff, it kind of just feels like magic happens for the sake of magic. And it's like I would like it if like I knew what spells did what and stuff like that. In Lord of the Rings, it kind of works because like when Gandalf does magic and stuff, it's like, oh, he's a mysterious like powerful being. But like in Harry Potter, they kind of just say words. Where were they during 1930s Europe? I do love nerd shit. And honestly, as an adult, I actually kind of am alright with Star Wars and sci-fi and stuff, but as a kid, I really did not like sci-fi stuff. So I never really gave it a chance. I watched Dune recently. The newer ones, not the old ones. But I do kind of want to watch the old ones because everyone says they're terrible. And I have to see that with my own two eyeballs. Too much yapping, not enough zapping. Yeah. At least when Gandalf did shit, it was cool. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of find the weird like power words that they use in Harry Potter just feel kind of dorky and not cool. And I feel like when you're fantasizing as being a cool wizard or something, saying like Expelliarmus or whatever the fuck they say, it's just not that cool. Recently, though, I've also been getting really into sci-fi. Um, I really liked Dune. It was cool. The whole time, though, I couldn't help but compare it to Star Wars, because everyone does. Everyone compares it to Star Wars. It was really neat, though. Starfinder game in the future? That would be awesome. I do really like Pathfinder, so like Starfinder would be super neat. I know Starfinder lore is like crazy though, isn't it? I'm also not huge into Warhammer, but I really, really like their race of like, they have like a rat folk, and think they're really funny because they have like a weird language where if they repeat the same word, that means like, oh, it's like the ultimate. So when like, for example, they call like their leader the chief, and that's like the chief of chiefs, like the ultimate chief. He's the chief. It's bonkers, yeah. Basically, something happened, and Galarion is just gone. Nobody remembers what happened, even the gods. Yeah, I remember we were playing Pathfinder together, Ben, and you briefly got on the subject with our, like, game master about, like, weird shit in Starfinder and how, like, there's just like a dead god or something, and that caused like a lot of what happened in Starfinder or something like that. I don't know, it completely went over my head. It's cool. It's cool, lol. Ah, God damn it. Okay. Sorry. Scuff. Man, though, I do love nerdy shit like that a lot. I'm just a huge, like, fantasy nerd. And I'm kind of glad I'm getting into sci-fi because, like, the idea of sci-fi always, like, interested me, but I only ever really knew about Star Wars, and that never really jived with me. So finding, like, is pretty cool. I think it's also been fun as, like, an artist because, oh man, like, I've never really drawn that much sci-fi stuff, so, like, that's pretty new. I'd like to do that more. Same with, like, I've been really getting into Gundam. It kind of makes me want to draw robots more, but I suck at robots so bad. Yeah, Nethys, the god of knowledge, is dead. Now there's a new android god. Whoa. That's interesting. My stream is going good. How's your stream? The amount of gods in, like, Pathfinder 2 is, like, crazy. There's too many. I'm glad your stream is going good. That's awesome. I may end mine at like 1:30 my time, cause I'm a bit sleepy, but you know, I made some good progress. I'm excited to stream tomorrow, cause we'll be streaming a game, I think, if I remember right. Have to look at my own stream schedule because I don't remember. Oh, that's so sweet! Thank you! I really appreciate that. I'll definitely pop by and take a little look. And if you post it on Twitter, please do at me so that I can share it. Oh, I would so appreciate that. That's so sweet. I honestly need to have like an art tag or something. That's what all VTubers do, right? It's what you're supposed to do or something. I don't know. I'm just a weird gremlin. Sadly, I don't have a Twitter. I just have a YouTube. I'm only 17. Oh, okay. Well, I'll still leave a comment and like it. It's honestly probably for the best that you're not on like Twitter and stuff. It's a nightmare sometimes. I really only look at it for art anyway. But you know how it is. I'm just a angry old hermit that hates social media now. YouTube's alright though. Okay, the shading's looking alright. I don't think that looks right. Hold on. Yeah, let's put that back. See if I can get a better shadow. As much as I love suits, they are fucking hard to draw sometimes. Yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably good enough. It'll have to be fine. Okay. Ah, damn, the music stopped. Let's see. Let me put on some more. Let's see. Ooh, this orange has an Animal Crossing icon. There we go. Just some relaxing music. Some of these like cute like lo-fi playlists or whatever have like really cute art in the thumbnail. I hope they did. Man, now I'm thinking about Lord of the Rings and how good of a movie that it was. Oh man, the sleepies is really hitting me. I'll be awake. I'll be fine. Need to zoom out, make sure everything's looking good. Alright, yeah, it's looking alright. Hi, Luma! Welcome. I'm working on a commission. We've talked about a lot of different stuff. I think we were just talking about like Lord of the Rings or something. Thank you, Lim! Also, thank you, Luma! Ah, crap. Okay. Let me zoom out. This is what I got so far. I've just been cleaning up Ichimatsu here. I need to add more like detail. Better. He was really sketchy because I'm just kind of painting over top of the sketch. But I'm glad it's actually looking pretty good. I was kind of scared to do a background because I just haven't really done one in like forever, especially one where I actually cared about the perspective. I feel like so often I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a color in the background or something and that'll be fine. It feels weird actually trying. Let's see, I think I'm gonna shade his shirt next. And his tie. Oh man, I just like blinked out for a second. I'm sorry. Oh, Luma, if you're still here, did you happen to see Amelia Watson's, semi-graduation, I guess you would call it? I don't think it's not a true graduation. She's like affiliate now. I was kind of sad to see her go because I've been getting more. She was just such a like insanely like. So I mean, she pioneered like a lot of stuff in like the VTubing community. Is pretty nuts. I don't really blame her though. Can you imagine working for such a big company? It's probably stressful. Oh, your internet kept lagging. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. I think I was like working or something during it. Or during most of it. I don't remember. So I didn't get to see it live, but I was really sad when I saw that she was, you know, graduating. Not that I entirely blame her. I imagine Hololive is a lot. I feel like it'd be one of those. I've like dreamt about like being a Hololive member. Like, that would be cool. But but realistically, it'd probably be super stressful for someone like me. Like, oh, I don't know. This is too much. Though I guess we don't really know why. Which I also cannot blame them for being sad. I was also sad. Stuff like that kind of makes me wish I had gotten into VTuber stuff sooner. Because now I really like Hololive and I actively watch like clips and stuff. But I did not get to really watch that much anime before she left. It's very cool. You get more resources and help with getting perms for stuff, but as a whole, also a whole lot of work behind the scenes according to current members. Yeah, I think that's the part that would stress me out. Like, it would be awesome to be a part of Hololive, but I feel like it might be one of those things where, like, when people, like, for example, when people who really like Disney World or something like that, they try to, like, work at Disney and then they're like, this isn't magical anymore. You know? I feel like that's how I would be. I'd be like, this is too stressful, actually. If you can handle it, I think it'd be fine. I don't know if I could. I think I'll just watch from afar like a creepy gremlin. I've really enjoyed the new English, like, Justice. I don't really know who's my favorite yet, but I really like I have a hard time saying her name. Rara? Pet of it when I was a kid, but I also like Cecilia. She's very cool. She's very funny. I loved when she was doing that stream where she like drove the piano. I thought that was really good. Yeah, sorry, my speech impediment makes it so difficult to say. It doesn't really come through that much because I speak pretty clearly, but when I was a kid, I had a pretty bad speech impediment. Sometimes it still comes out. It's a little tough of a name to say either, which doesn't help. Hololive member. It would take forever. But I think it'd be really fun. Who's your favorite, like, out of the new people, Luma? Do you have one? It's chill if you don't. Elizabeth Safar, I like how she appreciates all her senpais and she is a great singer. She is! It's kind of hard for me to choose a favorite, honestly. I really like Elizabeth. Like, I really like them all, honestly. They're all really funny in, like, their own way. Elizabeth is so talented. I won't really talk too much about, like, her past life, like, out of respect, but she could do so many impressions. It's crazy. I think, like, impressions are, like, they're such a difficult thing to do. They're all very talented, though. Okay, how is the suit looking? Okay, he's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I just need to add some darker shadows and maybe some highlights. I like how it's coming along so far. I haven't drawn a Matsu in so long. Okey-doke. Let's see. I actually made some pretty significant progress and I'm getting pretty sleepy, so I actually may. It's more of a consistent thing. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna head off. It was so nice. And I'm really, really happy I got to do this again. Thank you guys so much. But, I will see y'all next time. Probably for the best also, because I think someone's about to mow their lawn. Okay. Later, y'all. Bye.